Tabby welcomes you to Game 7 of the 1967 Inside Pitch World Series as she is doing her little grooming, and she'll be sitting right by her perch under my feet, and I'll try not to step on her tail to make her mad. All right, folks, this is it. The final game for a while on the channel of Inside Pitch. It will be pretty much all Stratomatic all the time going forward. See if I can't get this to do what I want it to do. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Now that we got everything set, got our benches and bullpens. I did add Nelson Briles back to the bullpen of St. Louis, so he is certainly available and he is rested should he be called upon to make a relief appearance. Of course, Bob Gibson saying I don't need no relief. There you are. Bob Gibson and Earl Wilson are your starters for the Game 7 to see who goes on to win the 1967 Inside Pitch World Series. Home team is 0-6, so Detroit being home may not be the advantage that you might think it would be normally, but they still, I still think they'd rather be at home. Just even though it's a little bit off the cuff there, I still think they'd rather be at home than be on the road. So let's see here. Let me try this. Let me see if I can fit everything in this way. That way we've got more peripherals. So hopefully that works. Let's bring it down just a hair. So that should do it, I would think. I would think that would do it. Hello, Utah Mike, Kenyon, Tom, Dav, and Robert. And I went the wrong way with this, didn't I? So let's flip it around that way. And we'll get going here. Bob Gibson's ready to go. So let's bring this down just a hair so we don't miss the line score. So now I think everything is in place as best as I can get it. So we will get ready to go. Those of you who watched the Sunday NFL action, hopefully your team won. I was over at my parents' house and they had it on in the background, but I watched a little bit of it, but nothing that would get me, enthralled with it. But that's just me. All right, so Earl Wilson. I know some others are diehards, and that's fine. All right, so Earl Wilson will lead things off. Lineups for both teams pretty much standard. Got the standard lineup for the Cardinals. No real, things there. Did go ahead and opt for Norm Cash again over Eddie Matthews, just because he's got a better defense. He's a 4 and a 2 versus a 3 and an 8, and slightly better average, but not much. But still, I don't like those range plays at first base getting by too many people and going down the line for doubles. So that's why I decided to go with Norm Cash. Plus, he's a Detroit veteran, and I feel like he needs to be there. All right, so we're ready to go. Got our Detroit colored dice, and we are all set to go. Tabby, like I said, if you saw the very beginning, is under my feet. So hopefully I won't disturb her or accidentally kick her. I hope not. Certainly not my intention. One more focus check, and I think we're good to go. Okay, Game 7. Here we go. Cardinals and the Tigers. Wilson to Brock. 6-3. It's a ballpark going right to Tiger Stadium right off the get-go for Lou Brock. It's a 4-1. It's a single plus to right field, so we know he's going to get a single. The question is, can he extend this to a double? The arm in right field, Kaline's a -1. Brock is a 4. So 1-3, and he will turn this into a double. He does not. In fact, it's a 6. He might be out. So if we look at the chart, it says here, roll of 6, batter potentially thrown out second. Use second 1d6 to check outfield arm rate using the OTC throw chart. So the rate is -1, which means a 1-4. We go to the third throw chart. 5 or 6 he holds. He will hold at first base. So Lou Brock stops at first base with a single. Made a big wide turn, but decided better of it. Hello, Rick. How you doing? Yes, Rick, after this game, I will be pretty much 100% Stratomatic, super advanced the rest of the way for quite some time, uh, at least in the near future anyway. So Lou Brock is on. His attempt to get the lead is an 8. And he gets the lead, so he can go. Stolen base 15, plus 3 is an 18, and then plus 1 from... Oh, I didn't write free. Why didn't I write Freehand's ratings in? That seems weird. That's real strange how I missed that one. 3-1, a 9, and a plus 1. So that makes it a 19. So basically, the only way he's thrown out is on a 20. And he's going to make it safe easily. Lou Brock steals second base. Cardinals are literally off and running. Literally and figuratively off and running. All right. Strategy roll. Nothing happening there. Brock could technically try to steal third, but I'm not going to try to push it here. 2-6 is a strikeout chance, and he got him. Got Flood for the out. 1 away. Here's Roger Maris. Wilson to Maris. 1-6, that's a blank to a lefty. We go to Maris. 3-6, and that's against a right-hander. It's a single past second base. That will score Lou Brock from second easily, as you only need a 2 or better to score from second on a S4, and he's a 4, so he scores very easily. It's 1-0 Cardinals here in the top of the first. Yes, there will be plenty of inside pitch on our other channel. But there won't be any double switches. So if you're looking for double switches, you're going to be out of luck. All right, so Maris is aboard. He has no attempt to steal, but we will check for pickoffs. And there's no 20, so there's no pickoff. Yeah, but definitely no Fluffy Cat. Hello, Gary. How you doing? Hello, Doug. Again, home team has not won. They're 0-6. Wilson, 6-2. Strikeout chance, 17 too high. Cepeda will swing it. 4-4, and that is a single past third or right to third base. Maris will have to stop at second as he does not have the speed to get to third based on the chart. So 2-1, and Wilson's this is eerily looking like game 1 where he's getting blown away. So, everybody's available in the bullpen basically. So it has to be a bullpen game. It has to be a bullpen game. So hey Tim, how you doing? All right, so Wilson now to McCarver. Looking for the double play to get out of the inning. 6-5, that's an automatic out. Could be a double play, depending on what kind of out it is. It is a 6, a fly ball to right field for out number 2. Maris is a 3 to get from second to third on a fly to right. You lose 1, makes him a 2. And then K-Line's a -1, makes him a 1. So on a 1, he can make it to third base. He does not. It's a 6. In fact, he might be thrown out. We go to our secondary throw chart. Since he is a -1, and I'll just show it for the heck of it. A -1 arm of K-line means we go to this section here, and the 1 to 4 that's in blue would take us to this chart here. 5 or 6, runner holds. That's a 6, so the runner's going to hold. So that means that Maris thought better of it and stays at second base. He does not get any kind of rundown or get thrown out or whatever. So first and second, 2 outs now, and Wilson will be facing Mike Shannon. Nothing on the strategy. 6-2, strikeout, 19 too much. We go to Shannon. And that's 4-5, and he's going to ground it to short, and I'll just say he throws to first because it doesn't really matter. Cardinals get a run. They do it on 3 hits, no errors, and leave 2 on base. We go to the bottom of the first. It is St. Louis 1 and the Cardinals coming to bat, and Bob Gibson has been given a 1-0 lead to protect. As long as we don't have a fluffy mom, we're okay, Mike. All right, here is Dick McAuliffe to lead things off against Gibson. 5-5, ball 1, a wild pitch. Try again, 3-6, it's a walk chance. 6, we will walk him, so McAuliffe draws the base on balls. To start things off, his attempt is 0, so he can't go anywhere. Strategy roll, 19, Northrop is not bunting, so we're not going to worry about that. We're going to call the bunt off. Gibson, 4-1, that's a strikeout. 6, got him. So Northrop out on strikes for Al Kaline. Al Kaline. Steeler fan doesn't like me, and I don't know why, and I don't really care, to be honest with you. To each their own. 6-1. That's an error chance. Go to Kaline. Everybody can't like everybody. 1-2 is a ground ball to short. That's a 1. It will be an error. E6 right there. Runners at first and second with 1 out for Willie Horton. Nothing on that. Gibson to Horton. 2-2 is a ballpark card going to Tiger Stadium. Oh, Suadice. We'll re-roll that. 2-5, and that's a single plus to left field. So that will score McCullough. Going to third is Kaline. Got a tie game, and Horton may have a chance to get a double out of this. It's a single to left. Brock's arm is a 0. Horton runs as a 2. 1-2, and he makes a double out. No, it's a 6. It means he might be thrown out again. 1-3, we go to the secondary roll. We do. We go to the secondary roll. 2-5, he's going to be out. He is. He's out. Trying to get to second base, so he's going to be out 7-4 for out number 2. Run does score for McCullough, and Kaline does take third. But now runner at third and 2 down for Bill Freehan. The Astros have done pretty well on my channel, so I'm not sure what it is. He just, for whatever reason, doesn't. He likes RJL and does not like me. I can't answer that. Gibson, 6-5, strikeout, 17, too high. Go to Freehan. 6-3, fly to right, and that's going to end the inning. So we got a tie game at 1. A run on 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 left. So at the end of 1 inning of play, we are tied at 1 apiece. Game 7, 1967 World Series. Wilson will come back out and see how he does. If he starts to struggle, the Tigers will not hesitate to go to their bullpen. Coming up is Julian Javier. Second baseman. 4-3. That is a walk chance. 7. He walks at an 8, so Javier will draw the walk. And his attempt, before I flip his card over, his attempt is a 2. Cannot get the lead, so he stands pat. Here's Maxville. Dow Maxville. Wilson, 5-2, possible error. Maxville, 3-1, liner right to the pitcher. Wilson has no error rating. It's an L1. Let's see if he can double the runner off. And the way to do that is we go to the pitcher. For runners on first and it's hit to the pitcher, it's a 1-4 for a double play. So if we get a 1-4, the runner on first, Javier, will be doubled off. And he is. So it's going to go 1 unassisted, 1-3 double play. It was such a hard line shot that Javier in no man's land had no chance to get back, and it will be a double play. Now that brings up Gibson with 2 outs and the base is clear. That's a blank. We go to Gibson's card. 1-2. He's going to single to right field. So Bob Gibson, not a bad hitter, does get a single. 2-out single. That brings up Lou Brock. Nothing happened on the strategy. Wilson, 5-1's a range play. Lou Brock, 4-5. That's a star 1, which is a fly to center. We're checking the range of Northrop. He's a 3. 1-3, he'll haul this in. And he does. So Northrop takes away a potential, what could have been a potential RBI double from Brock, and ends the inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left. We go to the bottom of the second. Still 1-1. Tigers and the Cardinals. So here's Norm Cash. That's why I don't watch the NFL. To me, it's a great majority of it is a thug league, and I don't like it. Gibson to Cash, 4-1, strikeout 2, got him. Here's Don Wirt. 4-2. That is the ballpark card. 5-4, and that is a pop-up to the catcher, and that's out number 2 as McCarver puts it away for Dick Tracewski. 2-4, that is a blank. Go to Tracewski. 6-1, single to center field. Tracewski has no attempt. And here comes Wilson. Nothing on the strategy. Wilson, a 185 hitter. He's not bad. He had 4 home runs, so he's got some pop. Gibson, 1-5 strikeout, though, and it's going to get him with a strikeout. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left. We played 2, and nothing's been decided yet. It's 1-1 from Tiger Stadium. But at least the starting pitchers have settled in a bit, so maybe they'll stick around for a while. Curt Flood will lead things off. (4-1), and that's a blank to a right-hander. 3-1, power result to right field goes to 17. That is a 17. It's a triple for Curt Flood. Let's look at it again on the replay. Let's look at Curt Flood on the replay. 3-1 result is a question mark 9. Right there, question mark 9. And you see that triple is a 17, and the D20 is, in fact, a 17. So it is a leadoff triple. Leadoff triple for Curt Flood. And the infield will have to come in for Roger Maris. 1-6, that's a blank. We go to Maris's card, 4-2, and that is a power result to center field. That's a 9. That's another triple, back-to-back triples, and that's going to be it for Earl Wilson. The Tigers cannot wait around any longer. He's given up back-to-back triples. That's something we need to be concerned about. Again, 4-2, power result to center field. It goes to 11, and that's a 9. 7 through 11 is another triple. So back-to-back triples, and that's it for Earl Wilson. He is going to come out of this ball game. He's going to go 2 innings. Total of 2 innings. He's going to give up 6 hits. So far, 2 runs. The third run it would be his responsibility also. 1 walk and 1 strikeout. But that is going to be it for Mr. Wilson. He is done. Stick the fork in him. He is done. So the Tigers will go to the bullpen for Dave Wickersham. He's got the length. Wickersham can face 9 batters, so he's got the length to stay in there a little bit. So Dave Wickersham, it is. Earl Wilson had a real nice game 4, but just, sorry about the focus there. Let me fix that. Real nice game 4, but he reverted back to his game 1 ways. And no, I'm not bringing McLean. I brought him in last night, and he was terrible. So McLean's not seeing the light of day. We got 6 good pitchers here, and if I need a 7th, there's Mickey Lolich in reserve just in case. But they got enough to get through the next 6 innings. I mean, with the 6 innings left, 7 innings left, and they got 6 pitchers, they ought to be able to cover 7 innings, I would think. So infield is in, facing Cepeda. 1-5 range play. The infield in, they're going to lose 2 on their range. Cepeda, 6-2, is a single to third. Range play for Wirt. He drops from a 4 to a 2 because the infield is in. And he would have gotten it with the infield back, but with the infield in, it's a base hit. And now we can close the book on Wilson. He's going to give up the 3rd run. So 2+ innings, 6 hits, 3 runs all earned. 1 walk, 1 strikeout, and he's on the hook for the loss. Cepeda has an attempt of 3 if he wants to try for the lead. And he can't get it. But that will bring up Tim McCarver. Still nobody out. Wickersham, 4-1, blank to a lefty. McCarver, 1-5, single to center field. The hit parade continues. Cepeda, 1st to 3rd. You lose 1. Cepeda runs to the 3, makes him a 2. And the outfield arm, it went to center field. That's a 0. So a 1-2, and he will make third base. And he does. And since it's a 1, McCarver has a chance to move up. If we roll a 3 or less, he will move up. And we do not. He holds. So McCarver will hold at first base, but runners are at the corners, nobody out. For Mike Shannon, infield is in. They just can't give up any more runs. 5, not with Gibson pitching. 5-2 is a possible error on a ground ball. Shannon, 3-5. 3-5 is a single pass short, but we're checking for an error, so it's going to be a speed check for Shannon. He's a 3. 1-3, he will beat it out. He does. So Mike Shannon beats it out for an infield single. Cepeda will score. It's now 4-1 Cardinals. McCarver will take second base. Still no one out. Javier steps to the plate. And Tiger fans are getting very restless right now. 1-5, that's a range play. The infield's halfway, so they're going to lose one on their range. Javier, 5-2, but it's a fly to left. That's a range check of Horton. He's a 3. He must make this catch. He must. He does not, so it's going to drop for a single or a double. It will drop for a double. Javier doubles to left field. Scoring is McCarver. Shannon runs at a 3. Double to left, you lose one, makes him a 2. And the 0 arm. So it's a 1-2 to score from first base. And he does. So it's a 2-run double for Julian Javier, as Wickersham has faced 4 batters and hasn't gotten anyone out yet. The onslaught is on, as they say. Wickersham facing Maxville. 2-6, strikeout 12, too high, would go to Maxville. 3-5, and that is a ground ball to third. Javier will stay at second unless we roll a 6. He has to stay at second. So 1 away, that brings up Bob Gibson. 20, 1-4, Javier will be picked off. 5, he just got back. Tigers are protesting, but he did get back. Wickersham, 3-4, pitcher result, 1-3 is an out, but that's a 5, so Gibson will swing it. 1-1, fly to right field for out number 2. Javier's a 4. You go to third base from there. You lose 1, makes him a 3. K-line's a -1, makes him a 2. 1-2, he takes third base. He does not, and he might be thrown out. 1-4, we go to the secondary throw. And we do. So secondary throw. Anything other than 1 or a 6, yep, he's out. So he's going to be thrown out by K-line. It's going to be a double play. 9 and then 9-5 DP as Wirt puts on the tag, but damage long since done. For the Cardinals, they pick up 4 runs. They do it on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. No errors and nobody left. So in 3 innings, the Cardinals have 5 runs and 10 hits against Tiger pitching. And Wickersham might only go this 1 inning. I think he's done. Let's see, he gave up 3 runs on his own. Actually, that got 5. That's 5 runs. I take that back. That's 5 runs, not 4 runs. So it's 6-1. I didn't catch that. 5 runs came in. So each of them gave up 3 runs. Wickersham gave up 4 hits in the 1 inning that he pitched. And he is done. And it looks like, boy, who do they bring in now is the question. They're going to bring in, I believe they're going to bring in Hiller to start the top of the third. Pitcher spot is 9 spots away, but that's it for Wickersham. He could face 9 batters. He faced 6, and he sucked on all 6 of them, basically, except for 1. In the double play, you got a break on the double play. But John Hiller will now be the new pitcher. Tiger fans not looking very happy, down 6-1 against Bob Gibson. That's not the best place to be if you are the Tigers. But it's inside pitch. Anybody can, anything can happen, as they say. And right now, Dick McCullough will lead things off. He walked and scored the run of the game. Gibson 1-5, strikeout 2, got him. Gibson says, Game 7 is mine, and you're not taking it away from me. 4-4, strikeout 11, too high. No, it's not. It's a 10 plus 1. The 11 does fit. Struck him out. 2 down for K-Line. 3-4, and that's a strikeout plus, and he got him. Struck out the side. I think the Tigers should have won it last night. Going to Game 7 against Bob Gibson, you had to kind of know what was going to happen. But there's still 6 innings to go, so it's not, impossible, but it's very unlikely. So Lou Brock will lead off against the new pitcher, John Hiller. Hiller can face 6 batters before he's tired. Hiller 1-4, strikeout plus to the lefty, so he does get Lou Brock to start the 4th. Here's Curt Flood. Oh, Suadice. Let's try that again. 1-1, strikeout 11 is too high. We go to Flood. 3-3, star 2, fly to left field, 2 down. They like to get Hiller to give him at least 2 innings if they can. 1-2, pitcher result against the lefty. 1-12 is an out, but that's a 16. We go to Maris. 2-4, and it's a liner to first. Snagged by Cash, and it's finally a 1-2-3 inning. It comes from John Hiller. We go to the bottom of the 4th, still 6-1. And Willie Horton will lead off against Bob Gibson. Gibson retired 8 of the last 9 he's faced, 5 of them on strikeouts. Gibson 6-4, another strikeout chance, 6 got him. 5 strikeouts in a row for Bob Gibson. This is looking like the 68 series against the Tigers when he struck out 18. Gibson to Freehand. 2-5, strikeout plus. That'll be another strikeout. 6 strikeouts in a row for Bob Gibson. He struck out 8 already. There's Cash. 1-2 is a blank. At least he won't get a strikeout here. Cash 4-4 will ground it to third to end the inning. So the Tigers look like they are hibernating against Bob Gibson and not able to do a thing. Go to the top of the 5th, 6-1. John Hiller, most likely in his 2nd and last inning. Hiller 1-4, blank to a righty. We go to Cepeda. 4-6, and that is a ground ball to second. 1 away, and that will bring up McCarver. Hiller to McCarver. 6-3, strikeout 1, got him. So Hiller has retired all 5 he's faced. Here's Shannon. 6-1's a walk, but he does walk Shannon. That breaks that streak. And now Hiller is tired, but they're going to try to get him through the inning. Javier is your batter. 6-4, and that's a blank to a right-hander. Go to Javier. 5-5, star 6, fly to right, and that's going to do it for Hiller. He's going to go 2 innings. 2 innings for Hiller. No hits, no runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. And they'll bring in a new pitcher, will the Tigers, for the 6th inning. To the bottom of the 5th, still 6-1. It'll be Wirt, Trzaskowski, and a pinch hitter for Hiller to face Bob Gibson, and the pinch hitter is Lenny Green. Wirt, Trzaskowski, and Green due up. And we'll figure out who the new pitcher is going to be. Probably going to be Pat Dobson, I'm guessing. Most likely. Lenny Green will be your pinch hitter. So it's going to be Wirt, Trzaskowski, and Green against Bob Gibson. Gibson 5-3, strikeout 12, too high. We go to Wirt. 2-3, and that is a star 4. Ground ball to first. Cepeda to the bag himself, 1 away. Here is Trzaskowski. 4-6, that's a hit by pitch chance. 0 -3, no hit by pitch. Trzaskowski. 6-5, that's a ground ball to second, 2 down. 2 outs, and that will send up Lenny Green, the pinch hitter. 5-2 is a walk chance, and he will draw the base on ball. So pinch hit walk for Lenny Green. Strategy rolls are now off. And here comes McAuliffe. 1-1, strikeout 11. Will get him. He's a 10 plus the 1 from the stadium, so he will get him. And that will end the inning. 5 innings in the books. It's 6-1 Cardinals. Doesn't look like there's a lot of hope for the Tigers at the moment. Tiger bullpen. They've used Wickersham and Hiller. And now they're going to turn to Pat Dobson. He could possibly give them 2 innings. So Dobson is on, the right-hander. Leaves Gladdy, Marshall, and Aguirre in the bullpen. And possibly Lolich if they really desperately needed to do that. Hello, Jimmy Jam. How you doing? Dobson to Maxwell. 4-1, strikeout 5, got him. Gibson the batter. 1-2, it's a blank. We go to Gibson. 4-6, fly to left, 2 down. So since that 3rd inning, everything is settled down. Just that one bad inning is enough to cost you the game. 1-1, ball 1 on a wild pitch. 2-6, that's a straight-up home run for Lou Brock, but he's an 18. That's a 13. It's gone. Lou Brock crushes that one. Brock had 21 home runs in 1967. Look at it again. 2-6, straight-up home run to the left-hander. He's an 18. That's a 13. Lou Brock sends it out of here. It is now 7-1. Dobson 6-1, strikeout plus to Flood and got him. But another insurance run like they really needed it. And it's now 7-1 as we go to the bottom of the 6th. And giving a 6-run lead to Bob Gibson is just almost unfair. Almost unfair. Gibson facing Northrup, who was 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Jimmy Jam, I don't have a rant with Strat. I mean, my Strat is primarily positive. There's a few things I don't like, but most everything else I'm positive on. So Gibson 1-5, strikeout 9, and he got him. So Jim Northrup 0 for 3. He's got the hat trick, 3 strikeouts. Here is K-line. Gibson 1-3, possible error on a throw. 3-4. That's a power result to left. Goes to 17. That's a 15. It would be a triple for Al K-line. Triple for K-line. Only the 2nd hit of the ball game. No error on throw because no throw was going to be made. So Gibson not happy about that. Infield for the Cardinals are playing in. I know they got a 6-run lead, but Gibson says, I don't want to give up crap. So we're playing the infield in. Gibson 3-4. Well, he gets the strikeout plus, so he doesn't have to worry about the infield being in. It's 2 away, and for Gibson now, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 strikeouts for Gibson. He's got 11 strikeouts in 5 2/3 innings. The pitch to Freehand, 4-6, hit by pitch, too high. Well, he's a 24, so he's definitely going to hit him. So he hits Freehand. And that'll bring up Norm Cash. 5-6, and that's an automatic out for Norm Cash. And the automatic out will be a fly to center. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 2 left. At the end of 6, it is still 7-1 Cardinals. Bob Gibson with 11 strikeouts in 6 innings of pitching. He can face 28 batters. He has faced 24. So he's still good for at least one more inning. At a minimum, one more inning. And coming up for the Cardinals, it'll be Maris, Cepeda, and McCarver. Heart of the order here in the top of the 7th. Check on Tabby. Where does she go? I lost track of Tabby for a second. Where did she go? Tabby has went off somewhere hiding, and I can't find her. Where could she go? This is really weird. She was just right here. She couldn't have gone but so far. Oh, there she is. She's over here in the little corner. There you are, Tabby. Okay. There's a little covey room right next to where I'm sitting, and that's where she's at. Okay, here's Pat Dobson to Roger Maris. Let me see something here. Do a little extra focus if need be. All right, Dobson to Maris. 4-5, and that is a range play at the park. Bring in Tiger Stadium for a range play. 5-3. It's a rare play. Just what we need is a rare play. So we got a rare play. Base is empty. Base is empty. Rare play. 41. Shallow pop up to left field that the shortstop chases but doesn't hit the left field call, and they collide. Resolve as a P6 range play and check for injury on Trzaskowski. All right, so P6 range play, Trzaskowski is a 3. So 1-3, he'll make the catch. He does not. So it's a failed P6, and a failed P6 range play is merely a single. So it'll be a single for Maris, and now we're checking the injury on Trzaskowski. So let's go to Trzaskowski's card. He's an injury of 6. So on the injury chart, 6 means he has to come out. There's no way he can stay in the game. He's very injury prone. So Trzaskowski will be injured and will have to leave. So this is adding insult to injury, or injury to insult for him not making the catch. So it's going to drop in for a single, and he will have to leave the game. So Trzaskowski will leave, and they'll need a new player. Ray Euler will come in and play short for Trzaskowski. So Ray Euler will take over at shortstop for Trzaskowski. He's a 5.90. Can't hit worth a lick, but he's a 5.90. And he runs at a 3. All right, so Roger Maris reaches on the failed range play on the pop-up. And now that brings up Cepeda. No more strategy rolls, so the game should move a little quicker now. Dobson, 5-6, possible error on a ground ball. 3-2 is a single to center, but that's an 11, so no error there. Northrop's only a 4. So it will be a single to center. Northrop's a 0. Maris is a 3. That's a 3. First to third on the single to center. You're going to lose 1, makes him a 2. So 1-2, and Maris will go to third. And he does. And with the throw going to third, Cepeda has a chance to move up. He does not. He holds where he is. So runners are at the corners with nobody out. And this is batter number 7 for Dobson, so he will be tired after this at bat. Infield is in. 5-1 pitcher result. 1-19 is an out. So it will be an out. What kind of out is it going to be? A 2. It's a ground ball to second. The infield in, Maris will have to hold. The only play is to first, and Cepeda will take third. So runners are at second and third with 1 out. And now Dobson is tired, but they're going to try to get him through the inning. They're going to try to get him through the inning. The infield is in. 1-1, wild pitch, 17 is not going to be a wild pitch. It's ball 1. 3-6. That's a blank to a righty. We go to Shannon. 3-4, and that's a single to shortstop. Infield or no infield in, that's going to be a single. That's going to score Maris. Cepeda to get from first to third needs a 5. He's only a 3, so he will. I'm sorry, to score from there, he needs a 3, so he does score. He was at second base. I forgot about that. So it's a 2-run single for Shannon. And Dobson just taking the brunt of this. He is set to bat third the next inning, so they like to get him through the inning. Not that it matters anymore. Dobson, 4-1, strikeout 9, got him. That's out number 2. And here's Maxfield. 4-6, that's a range play. We go to Maxfield. 5-5, ground ball to second. We're checking the range of McCullough. He's a 3. 1-3, he makes the play. And he does to end the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. So we go to the 7th inning stretch. It is 9-1 St. Louis. And that's all for Dobson. That's all for him, folks. Eddie Matthews will pick up a bat and hit for Mr. Dobson. It'll be Wirt, Euler, and Matthews in the bottom of the 7th. Gibson will be coming out with a 9-1 lead. Cardinals will make 1 substitution. Mike Shannon has been removed from the game. And coming into play third base is going to be Ed Spezio. So Spezio will come on and play third base for Shannon. He is a 3 with a 9 versus the 1 and 17. So Spezio will come in for defense for Shannon. And he will just bat in the same position that Shannon held earlier. So Shannon leaves the game. Gibson is out to face Wirt, Euler, and a pinch hitter, Eddie Matthews. 7th inning stretch, but we're not going to need to stretch. We're going to keep going. It's only been 40 minutes, so we're going to roll, literally and figuratively. Bob Gibson to Wirt. 3-5. That's a strikeout 2. Got him. That's strikeout number 12 for Bob Gibson. Strikeout number 12. Here's Euler. 6-4. Strikeout 7. Got him. That's the baker's dozen. 13 strikeouts. Here's Eddie Matthews. 4-4. Strikeout 5. Got him. Strikes out the side. That is now 14 strikeouts for Bob Gibson. In 7 innings, he has struck out 14. No doubt who the player of the game is. Don't even have to worry about who the player of the game is in this one. And Gibson will lead things off in the top of the 8th. Why not? Who is going to lead off against is the question. The Tigers will go to the bullpen for Mike Marshall. He will come on and pitch. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Hello, Gary. Too bad and Brian B., if I missed you, too bad this game did not turn out to be like the previous games as far as closeness goes, but Bob Gibson is just large and in charge, and he is taking care of everything. Talk about taking care of business. He is TCBing tonight. Give Bob Gibson a Game 7, and this is what he does. All right. Gibson will lead it off against Mike Marshall. So let's do Marshall here, and I got to do the totals forgot to do the totals for Dobson real quick. Dobson went 2 innings, and he gave up 3 runs, 4 hits, no walks, and 3 strikeouts. So the Cardinals now with 14 hits for the Cardinals in 7 innings. They have 9 runs and 14 hits. Tigers have 1 run and 3 hits. So a 1-1 tie after 2 innings just imploded from the 5th inning on. Marshall, 4-6, strikeout 7, got him. Gibson out on strikes. That'll bring up Lou Brock. Marshall 6-2, strikeout again, 10, got him. 2 down, and that's going to send up Kurt Flood. 2-6, error on a ground ball. Go to Flood. 5-1, and that's a double to left field, so no error to worry about on that double. Horton's a 5. We rolled a 7 on the D20, so there's no error there. 2 down for Roger Maris. 3-5, strikeout 17, too high. Go to Maris. 2-2, double to right field, so back-to-back doubles after it looked like that Marshall was going to pitch a clean 8th inning. He gives up back-to-back doubles, and now it's 10-1. And here's Cepeda. Marshall, 1-6, range play at the park for Cepeda. 3-5, and that's a home run to the pull side. He's a 16. That's a 2. You don't have to worry about the range on this one. It's gone. It is deep, and it is gone. A 2-run shot. 3 runs in the inning, and it is now 12-1 in favor of the Tigers. I'm sorry, in favor of the Cardinals. 12-1. 12-1. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. 12-1. So after striking out the first 2 batters of the inning, he gives up a double and a home run. Go figure. McCarver now. 4-4, strikeout 8, too high. We go to McCarver. 2-1, single to right. The hit parade continues. Marshall now facing his 7th batter, so he'll be tired after this. Here's Spezio getting his first at bat. 3-5, strikeout 12, got him to end the inning. That's going to be all for Marshall. Marshall gives up 3 runs. He goes 1 inning, gives up 3 runs, all earned on 4 hits. Did strike out the side as a small consolation. So there you go. Bottom of the 8th we go. Bob Gibson back out. He's faced 27. He can face 28. So this is batter 28 right here, Dick McCullough. He'll be tired after this at bat. Fred Gladding will be coming in to pitch for the Tigers, I think, or will it be Aguirre? I think it's going to be Gladding. Gladding's going to come in and pitch for the Tigers in the 9th. Might as well. Nothing says you're in the game like bringing in your closer when you're down 12-1, but it's the last game of the season, so it doesn't really matter. All right. McCullough is up to the plate. This is the 28th batter for Gibson. 3-3, range play. We go to McCullough. 1-2, start 2, ground ball to third. Range is Spezio of a 3. And he makes the play. 1 away. McCullough is out of there. Here's Northrop. Gibson is now tired, but he's going to keep going. 3-4, blank. Go to Northrop. 2-1, single to short. Northrop with the single. Here's K-Line. Gibson looking to avenge that triple he gave up to K-Line last time. I didn't really need a strategy roll. Don't know why I did that. 6-3, strikeout plus, and he will not get him. No, he will not. He's a 5. Plus 1's a 6. The plus is a 16, but that's an 18. So he can't strike out K-Line. K-Line instead will swing. 3-3 flies to left, out number 2. And here comes Willie Horton. Gibson, 6-2, strikeout plus, and he got him. End of the inning. Gibson looking for the complete game. He's going to. The manager says, I am not taking him out. I don't know what anybody else is doing, but I'm not taking him out. So Fred Gladding is on. Let's total up Gibson's strikeouts one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 Ks right now. and he struck out the side in 2 separate innings. 15 strikeouts in 8 innings for Bob Gibson. All right, here's Javier, Maxfield, and Gibson against Gladding. 5-6 is a strikeout. 18 too much. Go to Javier. 5-1, fly to left. 1 away for Maxfield. 3-3, strikeout 3, got him. 2 down, and here's Bob Gibson, and the few that remain at Tiger Stadium are giving him a standing ovation. Even though it's the opposing team, they respect what he has done in this ball game. 4-6, possible error on a ground ball. 5-6, liner right to first, snagged by Cash to end the inning. Gladding goes 1 inning, gets a strikeout, nothing else. Do the totals here on the Cardinals. 6, 4, that's 10, 14, 18. 12 runs and 18 hits for the Cardinals. I don't believe, let's see, there was an error on the Cardinals on the shortstop. So 12, 18, and 1 is their line score. The Cardinals have 1 run, and they've got it on 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. 1 run and 4 hits for the Tigers. So last chance for the Tigers. Bob Gibson back out. He is tired. The only way he's coming out is if he hits a parentheses roll. That's the only way he's coming out. He's going to be facing Freehand, Cash, and Wirt here in the bottom of the 9th of a 12-1 game. Tabby is rolling around over here somewhere. 2-4, and that is a blank to a righty, so we go to Freehand. 6-1, single to center for Freehand. That is the 5th hit by the Tigers. Here's Norm Cash. Gibson running on fumes, but trying to finish. 3-2, strikeout 11, got him. He's a 10, Stadium adds 1. So strikeout number 16 for Bob Gibson. Here's Don Wirt, looking to match that 17 strikeout performance in 68. 4-4, he might do it. That's a strikeout there. 10, but that's too high to strike Wirt out. 4-1, liner to first. This could be a double play with a runner on first. A line drive to first with a runner on first is a 1-4 for a double play. So on a 1-4, the World Series will be over, and Gibson will not be able to get that 17th strikeout. It's a 5. He does not get back. He's not doubling him off. Freehand gets back in time, so Gibson has a chance to pick up the strikeout record. They will pinch hit for Euler. They at least want to give some resistance to Gibson. They're going to bring in Jim Price, a better hitter, to hit for Euler. So Price is your pinch hitter. See if the price is right. 1 more strikeout, and he will have 17 to tie that 1968 record that he had. Gibson, 5-5, wild pitch, so it will be a wild pitch. He threw it too hard trying to get the strikeout. So it will be a wild pitch, and Freehand will take second base. 4-3, it's a home run question mark. 1-14 passes, that's a 2. So, but Price has no home run advantage, so Price will just swing it. 2-2, star 4, it's a ground ball to first. Cepeda has it, steps on the bag, and the World Series is over. The Cardinals crush the Tigers in Detroit 12-1. Visiting team wins all 7 games. Home field did not do anything for any of these teams. Gibson, 9 innings, complete game victory, gives up the 1 run, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. Pitched a 5-hitter. Gave up a run in the first on a walk, and the run was actually the run was probably unearned as I'm looking at this. Because without this E6, yeah, I have to look at it and see if that, because if he makes the play here, you can't really assume it'd be a force play though. So I guess technically, the run is earned. Let's see. Did he walk anybody in all this stuff? He walked walked two batters. Walked McCall to start the game, and he walked a pinch hitter Green, and he hit a batter. So 2 walks and then 16 strikeouts. I'll count them again just to be double sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 strikeouts for Bob Gibson. Tiger line score 1-5-0. Cardinals 12-18-1. Left on base, if you're curious, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left on for the Cardinals. 6 on the left on base. Tigers 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 left on for the Cardinals. For the Tigers, rather. So despite being out hit 18-5, the Tigers leave 2 extra runners on base than the Cardinals did. Very, very interesting. So that's it. Another project is in the books. This one on Inside Pitch. Player of the game right there, Bob Gibson. I'm giving him the MVP of the series. I haven't checked any stats to see what the total stats were, but boy, a performance like that on a crunch time of Game 7 probably deserves the player of the game. I've got the score sheets all here if I want to go back and look at the first game. Let me pull up the first game here. The first game, they won it 6-5. Gibson went 6 2/3, gave up 5 runs, but he did get the actually didn't get the win. He got a no decision. And in Game 4, I believe he took the loss because Earl Wilson pitched so well. But kind of hard not to give it to him based just strictly on this performance right here. So I hope you all enjoyed the 67 pennant chase in the Inside Pitch. I was hoping the regular season would go further so I could keep Minnesota and Chicago playing, but they fell out of the race so quick. I just didn't see any point in playing those games that didn't matter to the standings. It just didn't make any sense to do so, to prolong everything. So that's just where we are at the moment. Cardinals win, and almost like a business-like celebration. No running on the field and all that stuff. They're just kind of like, okay, we expect it. We expect this, and that's the way it is. So I'm guessing I'm giving the MVP to Bob Gibson since the question was asked. That's where I'm going to go with it, is Bob Gibson. Monday at noon will be first game of 2 on April the 7th, opening day, for 2 other sets of games that did not play on April the 6th. We'll be at the Homer Dome in Minneapolis to see the Oakland A's take on the Minnesota Twins. It'll be Eric Plunk against Burt Behome Bly 11. That'll be at noon tomorrow. And then on Tuesday, the final game from opening day will be in California. Seattle against the Angels. It'll be Mike Witt against Mark Langston. And then a couple days later, we'll be into April the 8th. And the game on video will be Baltimore and Texas. And the other games played on April 8th, I will play ahead of time. I'll have the score sheets to show you. And so you can see what they did and all that stuff before we play the game. And then on the 9th, the game on video will be Chicago at Kansas City because it's a Mark Gubicza game. And just to irk IDJ, I'm going to do the Mark Gubicza game for April the 9th. And then maybe later in the week, possibly, I might put out a short video on Stratomatic to kind of not rebut what ID says, because I agree with a lot of what he said, but maybe just give my 2 cents or 3 cents or 4 cents or whatever on Stratomatic, and why it's, I've leaned to that as my favorite game. So I'm not going to talk about other games. I'm just going to talk about Stratomatic, the good, the bad, and the ugly. But for me, most of it, it leans more heavily to the good than it does the bad. Only a couple things I think are ugly with it, but that's just the way that goes. So 1967 gets to put everything back into the little box and put inside pitch components back in their box. And who knows, maybe a month or so from now, if I get the itch, maybe I'll pull it out again and play a game. Who knows? But for video purposes, from this day forward, for the next who knows how long, probably the rest of the year at least, it's going to be Stratomatic 24/7. I don't have any inclinations at all of playing payoff pitch, uh, season ticket, any of that stuff on video for the channel. It's just, this is what we got. How many inside pitch seasons do I have? I've got 40 for Stratomatic. So let's see, on inside pitch, let me run through them real quick. I'll go backwards from newest to oldest. I have 2019 is the newest set I have, because I did the Washington Nationals season replay for 2019 in inside pitch. I've got a separate playlist for that if you want to go back and watch that. And then that'll give you, and I do the season stats at the end so you can see how inside pitch does over a full team season replay. So 2019 I have. I'm going by printed sets, not PDF. So 2019 I have. Going back from 2019, I'm trying to think of the next. I don't think I have any other inside pitch sets that are in the 21st century. I think everything is 1900 and change, going back further. I've got 1993. I've got 1989. I've got 1986. I got 1984 and 1982 and 1979 and 1977, 1967. So if I count that, that's 8. So I've got 8 printed seasons. And then PDF, I have 1992, 1990, 1987. So that's 3 there, and 1961. So I've got 8 printed sets. I'm sorry, 8 printed seasons, 4 PDF seasons. So I have 12 total seasons in inside pitch, which is the second most seasons I have in any game. Strat I have 40. Inside pitch I have 12. Payoff pitch I think I've got maybe 9 or 10. So, I would like to play 79 at some point, because I was going to do a season project with the We Are Family Pirates, and I still may do that down the road. We shall see. I don't really know. 86, of course, I used the inside pitch 86 to do the NBC Game of the Week for the 86 season. That was last year. Let's see. Was it last year? I'm losing track of time. I think it was last year. It might have been 2 years ago. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I think it was last year, though, that I did that. So I don't know. And of course, I bought 80. Oh, I'm 76 is another one I missed. That's the very first printed set I forgot was 76. So I got 9 printed sets. I forgot. Oh, I got 75 because I bought that for the NBC Game of the Week. Duh. So, yeah, I've got 10 printed sets. Okay, I was losing track because I did have 10 printed sets. And I've got 5 PDFs because I got 70. PDF, again, I've got going from oldest to newest, I've got 61. I've got 72. I've got, well, I need to write this down. I'm losing track. Hold on, let me write this down. I'm losing track when I'm not, this question caught me off guard. So let me see here. Printed sets for inside pitch. I'm going to go with the oldest to the newest. So 67 is the oldest. I also have 69. Got 75, 76, 77, 79, 82, 84, 86, 89, 93, and then 2019. So those are the printed sets that I have for inside pitch. Those are the seasons I have in inside pitch that are printed. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, PDF, I have 61. I have 72. I have 87, 92, 90 rather, and 92. So I've got those 5 in the PDF format. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 12 printed, 5 PDF. That's what I've got. 17 total seasons. Uh, and the PDFs, some of the PDFs, I did print out most of the PDFs. The only ones I didn't really print out, I haven't printed out all of 1990 yet, and I haven't printed out all of 87 yet. Got most of 87. I did print out all of 92, all of 72, and all of 61. So that's what I've got. Season ticket, I bought the one printed set of 1978. In APA, believe it or not, I've got 3 printed sets, 1941, 1986, and 1978. So I got 3 of those. Payoff pitch. Let me think about payoff pitch real quick, just since it's been asked. Payoff pitch, I have 69, 72, 77, 82, 83, 86, let's see, 87, what were the other ones? 94, because I bought the strike season, 94. And after 94, I have, boy, what's the next one I have? I think it's 2014 or 15, something like that. 2016, 17, 18, and 19. All right, so I've got those for payoff pitch. I've got 2014 through 19, and then 94, 87, 86, 83, 82, 77, 72, and 69, but nothing from 20 on. Same with inside pitch, nothing from 20 on. Man, that's pretty much it. Stratomatic, of course. If I do my Stratomatic sets, I've got 41. Actually, no, take that back. I've got 20, 19, 20, and then 41, 47, 55, 61, 67, 69, 71, 73, 77, 79, that's the original 79, 82, 83 is the original, 84 is the original, 86, both the original, I got 2 of the 86s, because I got the original 86 and the updated 86. Got 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, and then it jumps up to 98, and then I got 00, 01, 02, 03, 04, 05, and then it jumps up to 2011, and then 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, skipped over 20, got 21, 22, and 23. So that's what I got for Strat. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Okay, I thought I had 40. I only counted 39. Which one am I missing? Did I forget one? Maybe I only have 39, unless there's one I'm forgetting. Thinking I only had 30. I thought I had 40, but apparently I only have 39. Oh, I bought 13. Yep, that's the 40th one. I have 13. So I've got 11 through current, except for 12 I don't have, and 2020 I don't have. But from 2011 to the most current, I've got them all except for not having 2012 or 2020. So, and I've got '00 through '05, and then '86 through '93 with no break, and then '98, of course, and then the older ones down here. So I like having seasons in multiple games to see how they play. That's one of the things I like to do. Is if it's a season I really like '67, like I've got '67 in Stratomatic, and I've got it in this. 1941 I really like. I have it in replay. I've got it in Strat, and I've got it in APA. So I've got three different games for 1941. 77, I've got that in multiple games. I've got that in payoff pitch, inside pitch, and Strat. So I like having, once in a while, I like having the multiple games. 2019 is when I went crazy because I got 2019 in just about every game system there is except for APA. I've got 2019 in Strat, payoff pitch, inside pitch, Status Pro, and in Triple Play, which is a game I tried and didn't really care for. But I went crazy in 2019, was just kind of like buying everything. So I've come to my senses since then and started to cut back on a lot of that. So anyway, so that answers that question that you were asking. But I do appreciate all you guys that followed along the 67 AL pennant chase with me. Had a fun time doing it. But I'm going to say sayonara to inside pitch for a while, and it's going to be Stratomatic all the time. And it's going to be 2 seasons of Stratomatic all the time. 1973 will be the NBC game of the week to finish that out. So every Saturday I will play the NBC game of the week until we get to the playoffs, and then we'll mix that in as well. And in between that is the 1987 American League all the way through. Every game played, no simming. Every game played, cards and dice scored on the score sheets, and I'm compiling those and putting those in the binders so that I will have everything done, whether it takes me 2 years or however long it takes. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Point is to enjoy the ride. So Tabby's a little bit perturbed that the Tigers didn't win. So she's kind of just sitting here, kind of just, not very happy right now. So she's saying that she loves to sit on my laptop case. I don't know why, but she seems to like it like a pillow. Normally she sits on this little perch right here, and that's the thing that gets her propped up where she's close to my computer. But lately she's been sitting right here on this little, I guess, laptop case you want to call it for. I don't know. But yeah, Tigers didn't do too good on opening day. They got smacked by the Yankees, but there's 161 games to go, so anything is liable to happen. Tabby, you want to say anything? Would you like to say anything? Tabby? You want to say anything, Tabby? Tabby. Oh, you said something. At least you said something. Tabby? No? Apparently she's more interested in doing her grooming than she is talking to me. I don't know, but there she is. So anyway, again, appreciate you all spending your evenings with me, afternoons, whatever time we were doing these games in 1967 American League replay for the pennant race and the playoffs and the whole 9 yards. Next video again will be tomorrow at noon, and it will be the Oakland A's traveling to Minnesota, opening day in Minnesota, 1987 Stratomatic Super Advanced. And that'll be at noon Eastern, hopefully for some lunchtime baseball. So Tabby says farewell from Detroit, as she is not happy about her Tigers. And she is kind of moping and says basically they're dead to me, so I'm not going to mess with the Tigers anymore of 67. I'll pull for the Tigers of 87. So that's going to do it from here. Hope you all have had a wonderful weekend. Hope your NFL team won if you follow the NFL. Hope your college team won if you follow college football. For a lot of us, Monday morning is coming soon. We'll be back to work. And until next time, Tabby says enjoy whatever game you choose to play, however you choose to play it, and she will see you all down the road.